I guess it's safe to say, welcome back to my journey. Okay, Tamisha, you need to focus. You need to get your stuff together. You need to get back on the right track. I think the best thing for me to do right now would probably be to vlog. It's like everything that I'm doing is pushing me into doing things that like everything that's going on is pushing me to do things that I should have already been doing. I mean, we all know I've been vlogging, yeah. My emotions are so high right now. Now this is real, raw, and uncut. Living in the moment, for real. Man, so I'm traveling from... I'm literally by myself, you guys. I'm traveling from, as y'all know, I was in Indy. I'm traveling from Indy to Atlanta. Because really, I'm traveling from Indy to Houston. But I stopped in Atlanta, as y'all could see previously. I stopped in Atlanta to get rest for a day and then continue my drive to Houston because it's such a long drive. It's right now like 2-something in the morning, maybe almost close to 3 a.m. And I am sitting in a Walmart parking lot and I've been here since like 11 a.m. I mean 11. Oh shit, 11 p.m. I caught a flat tire. I hit a pothole on the highway in Tennessee. And like I had to drive on a flat. My front right tire completely just detached from the rim. So I had to like drive like between 3 and 5 miles per hour on a 4.6 mile distance. It took me literally an hour going that speed on the side of the road. And I guess it's safe to say, welcome back to my journey. I literally haven't even been really going through anything. Like, if y'all have been following me, or been subscribed, or been following me, or been keeping up with me, then you know that, like, in Arizona, I was on my journey, clear as day. I talked about it, I embraced it, I moved through it. Every phase, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows. Since I've been in Houston, I haven't really, this past year, I haven't really had any situations that I had to really, learn from. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. I feel like I was not actively moving towards my purpose in life. I kind of was just living in the moment way too much, having more fun and not really paying attention to the bigger picture. And if I'm being real with myself, I kind of felt like I owed that to me. But I feel like that was also an excuse that I gave myself to make me not feel so bad for not staying focused. Oh, I never did this, I never did that. I've been doing this, I've been doing that. I never got to experience this. I'm just living, I'm just enjoying my life. Excuses. So yesterday morning, I don't know what feeling, it just kind of took over me, and I've kind of just been, I felt like, okay, Tamisha, you need to focus. You need to get your stuff together. You need to get back on the right track. As y'all can see, Callie is not with me. That was my whole reason for even going back to Indianapolis, was to get my daughter. I don't know how it turned into all of this, but only reason I'm not speaking on the details on that is because that's its own video in itself. And I kind of don't want to spoil the news that I have for you guys. So I kind of got to beat around the bush around that. But Callie's not with me. God had it's like when you make plans, they say God laughs. And things just go a totally different way. Anyway, God had other plans. I literally was driving, caught this flat. Y'all, I broke down crying. I'm in the middle of nowhere in Tennessee, 2 hours from Atlanta still. And, that's super far from Indianapolis. It's about an 8-hour drive, so. Indy will be back the other way. I broke down crying. I'm crying. Couldn't believe it. Instantly, when I hit that pothole, my tire instantly went flat. I had to pull over to the side of the road on the highway. And first I called my friend Jack. And he's just because he literally had just asked me, you good? It's so crazy and then I called my mom. While I was on the phone with my mom, a police officer pulled up behind me. Thank God he was willing to help. But he pulled up behind me. He's like, oh my God, are you the person who just called and saying that you have AAA on the way? I'm like, no, I'm not. She's like, oh gee, what happened? I'm like, my tire blew out, I hit the pothole, da 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 da. He's like, you're the fourth person this week this has happened to, and there's somebody literally a mile behind you that it just happened to. And I gotta go help them because they're saying that they're too close to the line of the highway and they're afraid they're gonna get hit. So I'm like, I got a jack, I got everything you need. Do you have a spare? You guys, I don't even have a spare. Long story short, I had to drive 3, 4, 5 miles per hour on the side of the road for a 5-minute distance. It took me over an hour to get here to the Walmart parking lot. They have a used, their auto place connected to the Walmart. It doesn't open until 7 a.m. Like I said, I've been here since 11:30. And 11:30 p.m. It's like 3 a.m. And so I'm just sitting here, you guys, and there's literally nothing anybody can do for me. And it's just so crazy because, like, I made that post and, like, I really meant what I said. When I said, words fail me too, don't even really express what it is that I really meant. But, like, the moment I left from Indy, I dropped Callie off, and when I got in the car by myself, literally pulling off from in front of the house, I broke down crying. I just broke down crying, called my auntie, and I'm just like, you know, expressing how I feel. And, like, just, that was hours after I already had said, you know, I personally, I want to do no cussing. I'm trying to just be more gentle and more accepting and more loving with myself. Like, it starts within. Like, how I truly feel, I don't really express because I feel like I have to put up this shield of being so nonchalant and protect myself and guard this and guard that. But love is love. Feelings are feelings. Emotions are emotions. And I'm done hindering myself from feeling whatever it is I'm going through, because that just causes trauma and that just causes built up pain. And you start to feel like you don't have anybody to talk to because you're not letting it out. You're just keeping it within. You hold so much stuff in that you really don't even know how to pinpoint what the problem is in a moment where you might break down. So it's so many things I can't really explain, just that I want to work on personally to get back to being me. I feel like I've really lost myself. And before any of this, I was saying this before any of this that's happened today, but it just goes to show that the minute you really mean what you say and talk to God and reflect, and he just actively jumps right back in. I mean, he's there, he's always there, but it's like he actually actively puts you right back on what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Like, and it gives me a thrill, it gives me excitement, because it's like he hears me and he knows my heart and he feels how genuine and pure my intentions are and how much I mean what I'm saying, that he trusts, okay, she got it. She's ready to get back. She's ready to get back to work. So it's like a good sign. Even though I'm going through this, I'm happy to be going through it, because I would rather be going through this than not going through anything. Like I said, I haven't had any real motion, any real test or anything in months. And now in this one day when I woke up and decided, hey God, I'm about to get back on my path of focusing on you and motivating others and motivating myself and living for you to actively move towards my purpose. Things start happening. My emotions were so high. It's like, did you say you meant what you say? You feel like crying right now. You're going to allow yourself to cry? Yes, I am. Like, everything is just test. Everything. So crazy, but it's like, to be tested, it's an honor. It's an honor to be tested. Because I would rather be tested, like I used to say all the time. It's so crazy how stuff can just start clicking back. Man, clicking back, and I'm just glad. I'm not even going to dwell on how far off track I got. I'm just going to be appreciative and grateful that God allowed me to see clear enough, and without letting me get too far off track, letting me see clear enough that I was off track and allowing me to get back on track, and like really, really, really willing to help me move forward. Like, the thing that I have planned, or the surprise that I can't tell you guys, either way it goes, you might figure it out. Some might not, but it's just like a good sign that, okay, because it's giving me deja vu. It's taking me back to another phase in my life where I went through this, and on the other side, once I got through it, it opened the door for a whole new way of living. So it's just got me feeling like I'm on the right track. I'm making the right decision. I'm doing the right thing. We all know right from wrong. Even if you're not out here doing wrong, if you're not out here actively doing right, helping people, letting God move through you, doing things that you should be doing that he might tell you to do, put on your heart to do, and you don't do it, that's still wrong. Just because you're not out here stealing, killing, robbing, you know what I mean? Being silent and being a statue isn't any better. And that's what I was doing. I wasn't actively doing and being the good person that I know I am. So I kind of just been like, okay, yeah, I'm not out here doing wrong, but I'm not out here every day trying to improve to be a better person and doing what God, moving in my purpose. I'm not. I wasn't. And it's like he don't have to waste so much. He don't have to waste a lot of time on me. Once I figured it out, he knows, because I've been through so much and I've held things down, and I've proved that he just was waiting on me. I've proved myself plenty of times. God knows that I'm definitely on the path of righteousness. But it's like I wasn't focused. I wasn't focused at all. So many distractions. Some of them I would dodge, some of them I wouldn't. Some of them I would dodge, some of them I would entertain, some of them I would slightly entertain, some of them I would fully entertain. Like, Tamisha, this is not what you're supposed to be doing. Like I said, it's like 3:30 a.m. I'm just talking to y'all right now, and I hope some of y'all gonna feel me, some of y'all not, but it's time to lock back in. It's crazy. Because you lock back in and you go to work. You lock back in and you go be a bottle girl and think locking in is talking to as many or doing this or trying to make this person happy, make that person happy, make this person happy. That's locking in so I can make my money, so I can and that's going to take care of everything. No. Locking in is focusing on God, moving in your purpose, staying prayed up, keeping your spirits high, keeping your conscience clear, doing the right thing, staying true to who you are, not letting negativity change you or dictate or steer you off of your path, staying true to who you are no matter what situation is thrown at you, no matter what person is thrown at you, no matter who you lose, no matter who you gain, no matter who you see through, no matter who you can't see through. Staying true and focusing on God and let him figure out the rest. When you do that, like when you're the only thing you have to do is focus on God. The only thing you have to do is be obedient, wholehearted, like have pure intentions, be kind, be gentle with people, because you never know what somebody's going through. We all go through things. And to be honest, nobody's troubles are worse than anybody else, because on the scale of their life and whatever it is that they see or whatever it is they've been through, you don't know how anything affects them at that time in their life, in that moment. People are so judgmental these days. But it's just like, okay, one person at a time. God has disciples. We can't all change the world. I mean, like, individually we can't change the world, but all of us together, you can slowly make the world a better place by each interaction that you come across, like each interaction that I'm involved with, each person that comes in contact with me. It's my job to leave them better off than how they just came in my life. Like, my words are failing me, so. But you do that. Your one job, focus, listen. Focus on God. Listen. He takes care of the rest. We pack on so many problems because we're focused on the wrong thing. It's like, oh my God, how I figure all this out? I'm only human. I can't do all of this with all of this going on. It's because you're focused on the wrong thing. You only got to focus on one. Why are we steady putting down that one thing that we focus on that would fix every 1,000 problem that we have in our life just to complain about having the 1,000 problems? Like, I'm putting those 1,000 problems down, and you ask God to take care of it for you while you do your job of trusting, listening, and following Him. I've been talking for 20 minutes. That's just how I feel right now, and that's just what it is. These are lessons. Metaphorically, I'm all by myself right now. Like, this is a journey that I had to take and walk alone. And I cried because it's like, I just wanted to cry. But that cry was more, like, I felt better about that cry than I have about those empty cries, not knowing what was next. Like, at least I know what's next. At least I had this Walmart. At least that police officer, like, this all God, at least that police officer was able to help me. He followed me literally for an hour until I got off the road all the way to the Walmart, literally all the way here to make sure I got here safe. And when I got here, he talked to the other police officers in the area. One of them was here, and the other ones, I guess they explained over the radio, but just explaining the situation, letting them know who I am, what's going on, and tell them to keep an eye out for me tonight, because I'm here until the tire shop opens up in the morning. Which is not even a bad thing. It's like God sat me down. He wanted me to do this. Is something that I had to do. It's not like it's an impossible situation that I can't get out of. No, I just have to wait. I'm sitting in Walmart parking lot because I'm waiting on the tire shop to open up. The only 24-hour tire shop, the closest 24-hour tire shop was 50 miles away. But it's like, thank God that wasn't meant for me. It wasn't meant for me to be doing that. Thank God this is here. I wake up in the morning, I give me a tire, I'm back on my journey. I'm back on my route to my destination. And yeah, I'm uploading this straight like this, real raw, uncut, no clips. Just know, you guys, I miss my baby, Callie. I love you. Man, that baby keeps me so motivated, man. Like, it's me and her against the world. And one thing about me is I'm a strong person. Even though I let my emotions, I cry, bro. I cry. If I want to cry, I'm going to cry. I let too many people tell me, oh, be strong, or I'm always strong. Because if I wasn't, I wouldn't have made it this far. Because I cry, God gave us emotions for a reason. People, like I said, people be so judgmental. They be quick to judge. And it's like, I hate a person that's, oh, they did me like this. People treated me like this, so I'm going to go and treat the next person like this. No. I've always been a person that I'm going to treat somebody how I wish. If I wasn't in that moment treated how I wished I was, I'm going to treat the next person or whatever situation it is how I wish I was treated. Not give them the same treatment that somebody gave me. We all go through shit. No, be kind to people, because you know how I felt when you was going through whatever the last situation you was going through, and multiple times before that, when you felt like nobody had sympathy for you. You don't go around not having sympathy for people just because you feel like nobody had it for you. That's wrong. You'll never get it. You put out what you want, what you wish, and what you desire. You don't put out what somebody gave you, bro. That's sad. I let out my emotions. I'm embracing this journey. I'm paying attention to what it is that I'm opening my eyes to see whatever it is that needs to be seen, and I'm taking it in as for what it is. I'm probably going to stay in Atlanta. I was going to get back up at 7 a.m. That was my plan. Make it to Atlanta by 12, wake up and be back on the road by 7, and get to Houston by 5 p.m. But I'm going to get my tire at 7, get back on the road, 2 hours to Atlanta, and I'm gonna rest. God got me. I'm not even about to keep moving for people. Like, I'm not even about to keep moving for people, bro. I'm not about to keep moving for what I think is best. I'm about to just start letting things be exactly what it is. And this ain't no 4K video, y'all. This is very dim light, front camera on the iPhone in the dark. So don't judge me for this quality. Just listen to the quality of the message, because this is just where I'm going, and this is just what it is, and this is what it's going to be. And I'm not getting off track anymore, because I real life have things that I want to accomplish, real places that I want to be. Like, I know who I want to be. I have my daughter to do this for. Like, it's not a joke. I don't have time to be wasting because I missed out and I didn't get to do this at this. No. Well, you didn't get to do it because it wasn't meant for it to be done. Next. Like, love yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Because if you aren't, you can never, ever, ever expect anybody else to. I am going to love me, so I don't have to even seek the desire to be loved. Let me stop. I'll go on and on, but this is just the beginning of an old beginning. Like, it's not really. I'm resumed. That's my word. I'm resumed. I'm resuming, like, really locking in and being me, and I'm not going to be anything other than me, this right here. And I know that anybody that comes in my life, they're going to know the true me, and they're going to accept me for who I am. And those are the good people that need to be around me. Everybody else, I don't even have any more to say. I'm just sitting in this car. Say a prayer for me. Say a prayer for yourself. Say a prayer for the ones that you love. And I'm excited about documenting this, because I can't wait for you guys to see what's on the other side of me opening my eyes and getting back to where I need to be. Because y'all saw it. Anybody who knows me, anybody who's been following me, subscribe, y'all saw it. Y'all saw when I was doing those quick chats. If you haven't, go tune in now. And I still watch those sometimes when I need to remind myself. Focus on him. Everything else will effortlessly fall in line. I'm out of here.